Hello and welcome to A Cat in the Garden. Today is my third annual video doing this. I am going to harvest my sweet potatoes. I'm so excited to see just how many I have this year. It's always fun harvesting them. I eat them all winter long, share a bunch with my husband's coworkers, and it is truly the easiest thing that I grow in this garden. It requires absolutely no effort. They just grow back on their own every year because you don't get all the little tendrils out of the soil. So I don't even really have to replant them, and they just continue to grow and produce insane amounts of potatoes. So hopefully the cats will be curious like they typically are every year and help out a bit. But let's just get to this potato bed. Here it is. I've got my bin ready. We use this every year to collect them all. This is a little bit earlier than I typically would be doing this, but I did receive my fall garlic and I want to get a head start on that this year. The plants are starting to die back anyway, so I think it's time. I would also like to remove all of this basil. So I've got my work cut out for me today, but I'm very excited to see what is going on underneath this soil. Before I can get to all of these sweet potatoes, I've got to chop back all of this basil. There are some sweet potato vines growing intertwined with the basil as well. So I'm going to try to chop back as much of it as I can. Then I'm going to go in with a shovel and just get all of this uncovered. Crazy what a difference 10 minutes can make. This is all torn down. Saffron is immediately investigating, and something happened that's actually never happened before. I didn't expect this, but usually by the time I take all the sweet potatoes out, everything is dead. So all of the greens from the sweet potatoes just pop right out. But because they were still alive, they brought up some sweet potatoes, thank you, Sappy, with them. So I've already got my first few for my harvest. So I thought that was really neat, thought I'd share that. But now it's time for the fun part where I dig up everything. I do still have some stumps from the basil in the ground, still have some vincas here. Gonna try to avoid the ones along the edge, but I want to save the vincas. I might try to transplant them to the front while there's still time. So I'm gonna do my best to be careful with those. But other than that, we're digging for gold. This is just one corner of that raised bed, just right here. And I've already gotten all that, so this is gonna take a while. What's nice about sweet potatoes and the way that they grow is that it's typically in clusters. So when you find one, you're gonna find a lot more. I grow two different types of sweet potatoes, this orange kind and this reddish pink one. So it looks like I had two plants right here, and they all just grow together. So we took a break. It was getting really warm out, and I had some plans with my family today. We went shopping for some Christmas outfits for my son. So I only got about a third of this done, but I've got some decently sized sweet potatoes already. Nothing massive like in the years past, but honestly, I never know what to do with those super big ones. So I'm really liking the fact that they're about this size or smaller. The cats are checking this out. They're happy to be back outside for a second time today. That's a real treat for them. Usually they only get to go out once. So this is very exciting for both Nutmeg and Saffron. But I'm going to continue to dig out this bed. Hopefully I find a lot more. I have so much room in this bin. I do think I'll find quite a bit more, but we'll just see what we get. And I know I can see some areas throughout the patch where the plant like sticks into the ground. It's got very specific areas, and there's usually big clusters of sweet potatoes in those areas. So it looks like we've got a lot more to harvest here. See? You helping? Not quite. Oh! So it's done. I've officially cleared out the patch just in time for sunset, and I got quite a few potatoes. About half the bin right here. I don't think it's quite as many as last year. That's okay. I do think the contributing factors were probably the basil that took over about half the bed. And I did find a few that were actually a bit rotted on the inside. A couple had maggots in them. I have separated them from the rest. I will check all these over when I weigh them to make sure they're okay. I will let you know, I'll insert in the video how much everything weighed. I'm not anticipating as much as last year, but that's totally fine. This is a great harvest, still plenty for me, my husband, my son, and to share with our friends. So I'm in my garage. It's a bit later for the moment of truth. These are on the scale. It came in at 37.3 pounds, which is a bit lighter than years past, but it's still plenty of sweet potatoes. I feel like this is actually the perfect amount that we need for the winter. So that's it for me today. I gotta get all of these potatoes inside, get my cats inside before it gets too dark, get everything weighed, and probably get dinner started. But thank you so much for hanging out. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up down below and subscribe so you don't miss anything from me here on the channel. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.